see me.
Good evening, and welcome to another live stream we had from Games and Tea, where I'm joined by three wonderful friends of mine to play some Dark Heresy, second edition of my home campaign. Yes, we're back. Apologies for the late start of the stream. There were a few things that needed to get take care of, as well as also a couple of things that I kept forgetting to do. So we're live though now. And ready to dive into some wonderful Agents of the Thrones being awesome. That aside, I do have a couple of announcements. The first is that I was about to say I'm an affiliate with Fantasy Grounds. This is not Fantasy Grounds. We're using Foundry, so there's no affiliates there. Can't do anything about that. Also, one person I do have to thank is Heroforge. You can see there are miniatures dotted around the screen, and one of them is also actually being used as a person. They have all been made in Heroforge, and thank you to Heroforge for allowing us to be able to show off our artistic sensibilities and artwork on stream. Thanks. Also, music has been provided to us by Sirenscape.com and only Sirenscape.com for today. I almost spoke Dutch just then because my brain said that's how my brain now works. Problems of being bilingual. You have when you have two different languages in your head, you just like using words from the other language. It's great. Yes, music has been provided to us by Sirenscape.com. Thank you to them for allowing us to have some music that works on stream without any problems of third-party stuff. Also, you may notice that there are some hats floating around on the Twitch channels. That is because tomorrow is the stream anniversary of my channel. To that end, I will be holding a 12-hour stream from 10 a.m. Central European Summer Time. I will not be splitting that out for you. You have to work out what time that is for you guys. But I'll be starting off with some Portal. I'm hoping to play Portal 2, and if you wish to participate in the co-op of that, let me know ASAP, because the stream is tomorrow morning. And then moving on to either some Phasmophobia or some painting, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm kind of tempted by some Phasmophobia, and if I'm going to play Phasmophobia, please do feel free to join in. That'll be from around about 1/2 p.m. Central European Summertime. And then in the evenings from 6 p.m. there'll be the Fearful Fortunes, which is my regular Sunday lots, a Cthulhu-inspired Dungeons & Dragons game. Finishing off the evening with some King of the Castle, where I am the king and you are all my subjects, and you have to obey me and therefore hate me, and so decide to try and dethrone me with you guys on Twitch. Please do feel free to join me then, and to throw me from my perch.
I'll join you for Phasmophobia at some point.
Oh yeah, please do.
I might try to join you on that too.
I expect you all to dethrone me as quick as possible. To that end,
Dethrone you.
to that end, let's dive into the session today with some character introductions. I'll start us off because we do not have a Wave today. Wave is actually now genuinely on holiday. They kept hinting at, no, they genuinely are on holiday now, so they will not be joining us today, but they run the character of Adriana. Adriana is a piece of work. You don't want to meet her in a dark alley, because she will do everything in her power to try and convert you to the belief of Drusus.
You don't want to meet her anywhere.
No, this is actually very true. You don't want to meet her anywhere, to be honest. So yeah, she's quite something. She's quite something. And she's got some other stuffs going on, which may or may not have to be explained at some point, because she's a priest, and she does things that priests technically shouldn't be able to do, supposedly. So yeah, that's a thing. Moving on to our bottom line. Let's start with you, Neil. Who do you play?
Hi, I play Isaac. Well, first, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. Hello. I play Isaac Guthrie, a Adeptus Mechanicus surgeon from a Forge world. He's kind of a haywire man. He kind of likes to do what he wants, but at the same time, he does follow orders when need be. But he's already caused some problems with his party, so he's gonna try and not necessarily fix it, but he will do his best to make sure no problems of that causing awry happen in the future, by making other crazy stuff happen. He tends to keep his modifications inside of him because he still likes to look good, but it's going to be a lot harder the more I put in me. So as that will be happening, I will be adding more and more changes to my Heroforge character, as I mentioned to Ed. So when I eventually get some more mods into myself.
Being Adeptus Mechanicus makes you a freaky cogboy. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And yeah, Isaac is from Emergent Diversion. Go over there, give him some likes, loves, and hugs that I know you guys are capable of.
Isaac is from Emergent Diversion. Yes.
Isaac is also from Emergent Diversion. Did I say Isaac? I meant Neil. Sorry.
I love it.
Moving along the line. He's currently not on screen, but don't worry, he can hear us and you can hear him. We have Rafi, who runs the character of Hi. Could you tell us a little bit more about Hi for us and about yourself? Because you also have something else as well.
Sure. So, hi. So I am Rafi from Nocturnal Wolfdog on Twitch and Social Adventure on Instagram.
There we go. That was a little loud. Sorry.
There we go, indeed. I play the character known as Hi, who is an outcast from the Pharaoh world, and has recently, on the last mission, led a set of troops against the enemy cultists, where we were outnumbered, and successfully, may I add, was able to not only hold the line but push him back. So, boom, boom, Sergeant something in his future. But yes, he is someone who believes in the Almighty Lord Creator, and is driven by his moral and spiritual purpose.
Of course. Absolutely. Also, Rafi, don't you have a Twitch channel?
Yes. So my Twitch channel is Nocturnal Wolfdog. I am now at the point where I can consider myself a variety streamer. That was never the goal, but that's where we're at now.
Nice.
I play a shucks ton of games, everything from RPG to RPG, broad variety. And then I do, when I first started, was a drum streamer, which I'm trying to get back into, and I try to schedule at least once a week. So if you like steel ton drums or know what that is or want to know what that is, feel free to come hang out. There's VODs up. You can always look at those. And yeah, if you like hanging out, chill vibes, good energy is a big one, and variety of games, then that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Check him out. He does some awesome stuffs. And he's got good vibes too, so absolutely deserves to check it out.
Just
Last but not
on
least,
the energy.
last but not least, moving on the line, Sean. How you doing, bud? And can you tell us a little about Lily for us?
Yeah, Lily Wainwright, or codename Fenrir, is an assassin who is also a psyker, but keeps that kind of mostly under wraps. She mostly uses her psychic powers to disguise herself so she can kind of, be a social chameleon, basically. And, she likes to stab from, directly in front of you as someone that you can trust.
That seems accurate. That seems pretty appropriate. I like that.
Yeah.
That, I believe, is our characters. So.
You can also find Sean sometimes over at my channel, so.
Yeah,
True.
You do.
True.
That's true. And a lot of
I don't
a lot of my
stream,
channels
but
as well,
I stream with other people, yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, let's dive into the game today, where our heroes are on the ship, the Throne of Glory. A ship that is currently traversing through the warp. From the outside, Everything looks calm. Everything looks fine and peaceful. Although this is the warp, so peaceful is a relative term there. Except inside the ship, in this bubble of reality within the Geller field of the ship, everything is not as it seems. Not well. For Hai is currently engaged with a group of other naval guardsmen fighting their way through hordes of cultists to reinforce the engineering, the engine deck of the Throne of Glory ship here. Isaac and Lily have found a bike that is used to traverse the inside of the ship quickly, and are tearing through the main corridor towards the guest quarters, where they hope to be able to find Adriana. Adriana has headed back into their room because they realize that trying to run from where their home is, or where they are currently sleeping, to the Engineerium is a very, very, very stupid thing to do, because that is at least 2 to 3, maybe even 10 kilometers away. It's going to take a long time to get there. Our heroes, our agents of the throne, ended last session with the announcement going through the ship saying, brace for warp translation, or real space translation. The ship right now is currently shivering and quaking. There is something in the warp that is coming to hunt down, or to engulf, or to do something to this ship. So let's start with Lily and Isaac, shall we? You both are on a pretty decent bike, tearing through the corridors here, trying to get to the guest quarters as quickly as possible. Right now, everything seems to be clear, because apparently lots of people are engaged at the other end of the ship, so you are traveling away from them, luckily. Although you are having to dodge occasionally around various naval guardsmen as they are traversing the opposite direction, trying to get to the back of the ship as quickly as possible. What do you two do?
So we just heard that prepare for that just happened,
real
right?
space translation, yes.
Do I know how long it usually takes to translate? Or is it instant?
It is not instant. This is not quite the right music. Let's go with this music. It is not quite... there we go, that's a bit better. This is music that is privy to a very few amount of people. So, I'm going to need I'm going to need to have a roll from you.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think what the best roll would be. Give me a moment.
Yeah, you're good.
Quit this.
Trying to decide. Try to decide what the next course of action is based on how much time we have.
Sure. This would be an intelligence roll. Let's call this navigate. Technically also forbidden law. Yeah, it's technically also forbidden law. This is actually more forbidden law because you wouldn't actually have knowledge about this and all that. So let's call this. I genuinely don't know which one to call this. Let's call this.
If it's any kind of forbidden lore, I can't roll it because I don't have. I only have one.
I will let. Do you have navigate warp?
I do.
You do have navigate warp. Let's call this navigate warp then. There are no bonuses to this. This is a straight roll.
Makes sense.
Oh, I failed my one.
Literally 1%. Yeah, you are not sure. You're not sure how long you've got. You know that I will grant you this. You know it's not instantaneous.
Okay. I'm gonna keep heading for the our rooms, but at the same time I just say, Lily, just brace for impact. And I kind of tighten up a little bit as I keep going.
You're not planning on crashing this, are you?
No,
What
no,
kind of
no.
impact are you expecting?
Well, we're gonna be heading out of the warp. There's going to be some kind of shockwave.
You
Or
did
out of the
also
warp.
hear that announcement, Lily.
Yeah. Well, okay. I thought you meant on the spike.
No, I'm not gonna crash the bike.
Yeah,
Also,
I
Lily-
don't want to become a lily-shaped decoration on the wall, please.
Should be a lily pad.
Roll me willpower, please.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh yeah, you have the minus.
Coming out of
You
the
do, you're
warp.
minus
No,
is that,
no, I don't have a
the-
minus to willpower. Oh wait, no, I
Is
do.
that the
'cause I have-
equivalent of like hyperspace or whatever? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I've got.
Sorry, Rafi, I missed half of that. What did you say?
Coming out of hyperwarp, is that like the equivalent of hyperspace or entering or exiting hyperspace?
Nice.
Yes. Well, I'll give you that. Except it's a little bit more dangerous.
Gotcha.
Not to say that entering or exiting the hyperspace isn't dangerous. Exiting or exiting the warp has the ability to have you suddenly just disappear in a cloud of path.
Basically, like,
gas.
are we traveling? About to be traveling much slower? I guess is the question.
Remember that feeling we had going into the warp?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have that feeling coming out of it.
Sweet.
But it's
Activate
abrupt
this.
because it's an emergency, so it's worse.
Gotcha. All right, well, you have to make sure to send the codes through before you activate the Stargate, Isaac.
Lily, you are fortunate. You're fortunate and able to hold back the whispers intruding into your head, but you have the sense of something vast bearing down on the ship, something that has an intense hunger, a desire to rip and tear and consume everything of this tiny little vessel full of humanity. You hold back the whispers, but they're still there. You take 5 points of insanity.
Whoa!
Isaac, can this thing go any faster? Please? Please?
I will attempt to override and or what's the word?
Jack.
Overclock.
Overclock?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Roll tech use.
Heck yeah!
This is a prime example of tech use.
I think +10 because of my servo.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have anything else?
This is on the
Let me
go.
just double check.
So,
Oh, true.
this is on the go. So I'll, as you are trying to do this on the go in the middle of driving this thing, I will have a -20 to this.
Minus 20?
No.
Okay.
First off, I'm not going to do that. First off, roll agility.
Just straight agility?
Just straight agility.
That is a fail. Oh, my one also!
Okay, actually, no. That you wanted that because I was going to. If you failed, for every degree of failure, you would have added a -10. So it's only a -10.
Okay,
Not
gotcha.
too bad.
So tech use -10. Having my servo skull help out +10. So it's just a straight roll.
It's just a straight roll. Also, don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Don't forget that all your fate has been regenerated.
Yep, I was debating, and I put it back in. So it's 3 degrees of success.
Nice. Okay. You are able to get a little bit more juice out of this bike, and able to send it careening forwards. There is that small moment of whoa shit as the
Hold on tight.
sudden increase in speed hits you, Liddy, with unexpectedly, but you are able to keep going. Hi.
Hi.
What have you been up to, sir?
I believe the last time we saw him and the well, the men and him behind were chasing the cultists back down the hallway, if I'm
You
not mistaken.
were indeed, yes.
Okay. So
Fighting has been intense.
As they are doing so, I make sure that I SCOM them and tell them, don't get too far ahead. We don't know what's waiting for us.
Hiya! You have reached a junction. You've reached a T junction here. Ahead of you, you have the sense that if you keep heading forwards, you'll eventually get to the rear ship. If you go left or right, you don't know what's on the left or right. All you
Which
know,
way are the cultists heading?
they were heading towards the rear of the ship and have pulled back in that direction.
Captain, we are heading to the rear of the ship. We are following them and are in hot pursuit. I'm having the men take precautions so that way we don't lose anybody. Over.
A voice. You hear a voice respond. You hear a voice respond over the brain work over the comm bead. There we go. And it's not a voice that you recognise. Thank you for the updates. Keep pushing forward as hard as you can. We need to break through their lines to the engineering.
Do I know if this line is secure? I'm assuming this line is secure.
I am not going to answer that question. I am not going to answer that question.
Okay. Can you let me know when I've caught up to the NPCs?
Yeah, absolutely. Now.
Okay.
We'll stick with you for a bit because we've been sticking
Okay.
with Isaac and Lily, and they've been they have actually had the opportunity to go very fast. You, Hai, are actually having to fight your way forward, so things are slow with you. Let's stick with you for the time being.
Okay.
So you managed to creep forward even further across the crossroads here, and are now engaging these cultist rebel people. You notice that they're still dressed in rags, for want of better words. I mean, you're used to seeing people in not great clothing, dirty, disheveled, or in various forms of that combination or of that spectrum. But these guys look pretty bad. What is your perception like?
It just recently went up, didn't it? Let's
so.
see. It's not one of the things we increased. Let's see. Perception. 46. It was
46.
one of the things we increased.
Yes.
Yeah.
46. Amazing. Actually, that's really good. As you glance down at some of these bodies that are left behind due to your very, very, very successful leadership of the 5 men behind you, some of these bodies have mutations on them. You notice that a couple of them seem to be sporting growths that are hidden very poorly by clothing. You can see that some of them seem to even have their arms seem to almost, like the hand almost seems to disappear into a tentacle arm instead of actually being a hand, but you notice that it still has fingers. You also notice that some of these people also seem to have bulges on their shoulders or on their necks, and you're not sure, but you're pretty sure that one of those had an extra mouth on their neck somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frame of reference. What do I know about this sort of thing?
Roll Forbidden Law. Warp.
Say that again?
Roll for me a Forbidden Law Warp.
Forbidden.
And if you do not have that,
Forbidden
roll me an
Law.
intelligence check with a -20.
Okay. Forbidden lore would be under what?
Forbidden Law.
If it would be under Forbidden Law. So if you have a look at the front of the first page of your character sheets, where you've got the skills.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't have that. Okay.
Yep. So roll me an intelligence check with -20.
Ooh. Okay. -20, huh? My chances are slim to none.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to roll a 5. 5 or less. You don't know anything about this. You don't know what would cause this or anything or what might lead to this type of mutation.
Okay. I will say to the men, we must take caution. We don't know what's ahead. And then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say, we need to also find a secure line. Everybody switch to, I don't know, line 4.
That's fine. You shall. I'm gonna assume that your character would know different frequencies. That's fine. You switch over to the frequency.
Stay on this frequency, and do not follow any other instructions other than what is given to us. Understood?
They look at you. Yes, but we'll lose contact with command if we do that. You see it as the person you're talking to.
I'll keep contact with command. Should anything happen, I'll pick the person. Pick a random person. Be like, then you report. If something happens to you, then you report. Until then, only one report. So that way we don't risk the mission or our crew.
Right you are.
Okay. So where are the cultists?
The cultists are at the end of the corridor. You can hear fighting beyond them, and you've seen them. You've seen them ahead, and it looks like they're preparing to try and hold you back. But you can hear fighting beyond them.
I'm going to ask and say, any of you have anything that can act as what's the word I'm looking for? Ignifier, as a spark.
Yeah, what about this? And he pulls out a lighter.
He pulls out what?
A lighter.
Later.
Okay. Do we have any alcohol on us that I could I don't know, wrap in a cloth like a Molotov cocktail or?
Do you?
Something.
What's in your inventory?
Good question.
Guns.
Guns.
Big guns.
All right, let's see.
There is a what's it called? There is a drink called Amasek, which is an alcoholic.
That wasn't technically a
spirit.
drug.
Nice.
No,
Amasek is a spirit.
Oh, okay. I didn't know spirits were in this. What the actual thing?
Oh yeah, no, there's alcohol in Warhammer 40,000 universe.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I'm gonna look up.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out. My bag of hazelnut. Take a couple hazelnuts. Give a hazelnut to each man. Be like, here, for a successful journey. And then I'm gonna pull out my rations that are wrapped in a cloth handkerchief, and I'm gonna take cut off a piece of the handkerchief, and then dip it into whatever has alcohol content, and then get the lighter ready as we approach and be like, on my mark, and then I begin to slowly move in, and then when I get close, my intention is to throw it over to create more chaos and confusion. Fire Knight.
Difficult. Do
Okay.
you have Amasek in
A
your
what?
inventory? Amasek. Do you have that in your
I
inventory?
wouldn't know what that is, Ed. So like I
Okay.
wouldn't know to put it. You put it in my inventory unless it's like, hey, it's something that's fairly common for everybody to have.
No, it is not.
Availability
It is
says
not.
average. Yeah.
It's not. It's not very common for people to have. It's generally one of those things that only people that have money would have it, or be higher up in society. Would. Okay, let me ask you this then.
Okay.
Would it be common for High to have like hooch on them? Would that be a common thing for them to have on their person?
No.
Then I'm afraid you don't have any alcohol on you.
I'm gonna look at the men and say, does anybody have anything that's a flame ignifier?
I've got a medikit, and there might be something in there. You see
Let's
this?
take a look.
You see a very young blue-eyed navy soldier. He pulls around the pack, opens it up, and indeed it's a medikit. It's got all the bandages and all the bandages, clips, and equipment that you need in order to quickly bandage up wounds. And in there is a bottle of disinfectant, or yeah, we'll call it disinfectant, which has alcohol in it. So you could use that.
How big is this bottle?
Not very big. It's designed to fit in the pack, in the small pack. So it's not a lot. It does have alcohol in it. If you want to give that a go, might work.
All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell the men. All right, wait for my command. Stay here and wait for my command, or wait for my mark, or for my signal. And I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna try to sneak up to where they are, and hopefully that there's something like wood or something like that I could kind of like set it next to it, and then run back and wait for it to do its work.
Oh God, I really want to help you so badly, but there's
Is that not like something that I feel like I could do?
no, because the thing about I really want to help you in this one, but I can't. There's a certain amount of world law that wouldn't really work in this regard, because right now you're in the engine decks, and there's no wood here at all. That, however,
are there more steam and pipes? Are there more hot steam and pipes?
there are plenty of pipes around, and oil and grease is also a thing.
Okay. Are there oil and grease next to them? I mean, why mess if it works, right? If it works, why not? All right, round 2. I go, all right, round 2, and I'll light it and chuck it towards the oil and the pipes.
Right, first,
or not.
First. I need you to roll me, because this is so. Oh no, I know what you can roll me. Roll me survival.
Okay.
First.
Okay.
Remember, you can use your fate.
Sure, I'll use 1 to do a reroll.
Mm-hmm. Right click on the result and you can reroll a fate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nice.
Now roll me stealth. You can gain a +10 to this because it's busy and you're in the middle of a fight. So there are things around
10,
to distract. And the guys also are making a bit of a show to try and attract them.
Ooh.
Oh God, buddy.
It's okay.
Okay,
Use the fate.
right, fine. Use his fate again.
Yeah.
Yes, success.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
But that's all
So-
my fate, so here we go.
Hey, here we go. It still works though. So your intention is to do what with this? Boom. Okay.
to where I want that. I'm not okay. So High is military minded, but he's also like because of where he is in his planet, he's also like he's more focused on disabling them rather than killing them, because he believes that the Lord Creator could maybe bring them salvation if they just believe. And so they can't believe if they're not breathing. So, but if he needs to make them not breathe in order to bring salvation to others, then, you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay. So you don't want to chuck this thing. You want to kind of basically be the fire breather over them.
I want to. They're clearly worshiping someone, whether it's because of their power or because of their fear for that. And so maybe he could show them that power is humanistic, and they don't need to worship somebody that has it. But in a way, by making them listen, that they don't have to listen. I know.
Yeah. No. I got you. So let's narrate this out.
Okay.
You set your soldiers, your squad here to provide a bit of a distraction, to provide some cover for you, so that you're able to sneak forwards, and this corridor that you're in. Jeez. That was a big bang outside of me. That made me jump. This corridor that you're in, there are lots of bracing joists that are thick and cover a lot of the corridor. There are also some barrels and boxes around which you're able to use as a way to dart in between each of them, to dart forwards. And you get to a point where you know that if you go beyond this point, there is no way for you to even to proceed without them actually knowing where the fuck you are. So you stop at that point.
Okay.
And then you take a moment to have a think about the alcohol, think about the cloth. You light the cloth. It starts smoldering and starts becoming a nice bright flame. You take a mouthful of this this cleansing alcohol. You take a quick mouthful. You step out. Hold the flaming cloth in front of your hand and spurt the cleansing alcohol from your mouth through the flame out at these cultists, who looked like they were about to advance down the corridor. So you stepped out just at the right moment.
Okay.
I really want just one more roll from you, but just one more roll.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's call this a ballistic skill roll.
Ballistic.
With a plus 10.
Okay. I have no more fate, so here we go, guys.
Okay. So,
Damn.
as you step out from behind the pillar, hold out the flame and spray this alcoholic fluid from your mouth across the flame. This gout of flame, it bursts from your hands over the cultists in front of you. There is some screaming, and as you open your eyes again from trying to stop your eyelids burning from the flame you just blew out of your mouth, you notice that the ones that were advancing down the corridor, well, one of them got it full in the face. So he is now thriving. He is now rolling. He's rolling around on the ground, hands over his face, screaming. except one of those hands isn't really a hand, it's a tentacle. So it's currently wrapped around his face, and he's screaming in pain as these flames are engulfing his head. The other two behind him are busy trying to put out flames that have currently caught on their clothing and are busy scorching them. You also see that the flame from your mouth has caught has managed to find bits of grease and dirt on parts of the wall, and is beginning to burn.
Towards me or away from me?
Just upwards. It's just flame has managed to parts of the alcohol was able to spray far enough and stay alight long enough for it to land on some grease on the wall, and is now beginning to burn.
Okay. I'm gonna go on the SCOM and say, move in and try and get as many as you can alive, and then we'll pull back.
All right. They follow the squad.
Assist with this.
Of course. The squad runs up behind you, and you hear shots spraying out for those cultists that are still remaining here to get them back to either duck or to kill. And the few cultists remaining, you start battering them down with the butt of your pistol. They with the butts of their shotguns.
Yep.
You still hear the sounds of fighting, although it has gotten louder further down the corridor. Isaac and Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You are tearing along the corridors. Lily, you with whispers in your ears and the vague sense that something is approaching that you really don't hope to approach. Before you get to the turn off that would bring you to the guest quarters.
Yeah,
You continue?
Lily, and obviously Isaac can hear this because Lily's head is probably right at his head, so she's basically almost saying this into his ear, even though she's saying it to herself. But she's like, fuck, this is all fucked. Oh my god. Oh, we're going to die. Oh my god. This is how it ends. Oh, she's just kind of panicking a little bit, which is uncharacteristic for Lily.
Isaac's just thinking it as I just running down the highway, running for adventure.
Really?
And he hears Lily say that. He's like, yes, it's about time. And I'm just going to speed up as best I can.
All right, you burst into the guest quarters, and the ship.
I'm still on the bike, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You burst into the guest quarters on your bike. It looks pretty epic. If it weren't for the fact that the ship itself is now shaking violently.
Oh shit.
And Lily is also shaking violently, but not because of the ship, but because of panic.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. And Lily, you can sense the thing. It is right behind us. It's right behind you.
Yeah.
You can sense things reaching out. You can sense something with too many mouths is and those mouths are opening wide.
Can't end this way. I have so much to do. I was.
Keep yourself together. I just slap her.
Yeah.
She puts her sword to your neck.
Do it. It's all end anyway, right?
What are your both of you? What's your perception right now?
29.
Okay.
37. There it is.
37. Yeah, not high enough.
We need to get either we make a choice now. Stay here and brace for impact, or grab Adriana and go to the engine room and speed up this warp traversey thing. This seems to be taking longer than I thought it would.
Whatever gets the fuck out of here.
Alright. Adriana!
You turn, and you see Adriana. She seems to be just standing in the middle of the corridor.
Gotta snap my fingers in front of her.
Wow.
Oh.
Damn. The result was 89, and she rolled an 89.
I just kind of snap my fingers in front of Adriana to try and get her attention. Adriana? Is she still laughing, by the way?
You can see a grin on her face, and she is indeed laughing.
Okay. Adriana.
Oh, she's lost. She's already lost.
Notice
You know what's happening? Oh, sorry.
her hands are beginning to become coated in frost. One hand slowly reaches up, reaches past, and pushing forwards. I am actually going to have to roll this away from. This is now something else.
Uh-oh.
We see the frost, though. It's
You do see the
weird.
frost.
It's me, Psyker. No.
Psycho shit.
I was
I
like,
don't
we already
know.
know. Like, we already know that she's a psyker, right? Like,
I think she was trying to keep a secret. Yeah.
She never told you.
Oh,
Mhm.
She
Would-
never told
well,
Lily,
Lily
I don't
knows
think
though,
you.
right? Because I think I did a science. I think,
So-
or
Guys,
Yeah.
just so you know,
science.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Lily,
Yes. Uh-oh.
do
Oh,
you
no.
have Psyniscience?
I do.
Roll me Psyniscience, please.
Okay. Let's see here. Ah. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot that it's intelligence, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it's perception.
No, it's
That's why
perception.
it's...
Perception.
Yeah, that's why it's so low. I thought it was willpower. I'm like, why is it so low? That it like I thought it should be like a 42 and not a 37. I am going to re-roll that.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah.
Just right click.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the right click. Yeah. Well,
Oh!
okay, that's still not good.
Can you use another one, or is it just one?
Actually, yeah. Can you use Can you use it for the same time?
I believe so. I haven't found
Okay.
anything to say that you couldn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time
So-
then. Please. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. But
Ooh.
oh, no.
That's worse altogether.
the dice realize how badly Lily's freaking out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna save
you are,
one
You
fate
are
point for
absolutely
later.
freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll save a fate point.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can keep you. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything that you couldn't keep using fate as long as you need.
Okay. Okay. I still could use one more, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. The dice clearly want me to fail, so
I will grant you this because of your connection to the warp. The thing outside is laughing.
it's it's almost honest. It finds this amusing.
It's at that point where you hear warp translation over the tannoys, and there is
I think
this
this hits the deck.
fair, absolutely fair. There is this horrendous pulling, tearing feeling as you seem to transition from one state of reality to another state of reality, where time seems to you almost feel like time is pulling you in two different directions. You can feel not quite like that. It's not physical. But it's not physical. It's definitely a feeling that you sense that feels like you're being pulled in 20 different dimensions, let alone directions, and time is kind of warping and twisting as you are flung violently from the warp. We quickly see as tear in reality in space open up in the void of space. This wide grinning maw appears with unnatural purplish red blues, yellows, yellow colors spilling forth from this tear, and a ship of iron and steel tumbling out. And we see, as the audience, trying to catch it as it tears away from this gap, tentacles and fingers and arms trying to reach out before this rift closes with a snap of time. Lily, you hear a scream.
Ooh.
And it's a scream of anger and frustration. And I need you to roll a willpower with a -30.
Oh, damn! That's even worse because she's already got a -10.
No, I do not, because
Stim.
the fatigue, I'm considered at 0 fatigue for now.
What about your mutation?
Your phobia?
The phobia,
Being paranoid lowers.
It wasn't willpower, it was something else, I remember that.
Oh no, it is -10 willpower. Yep, it's
okay.
-10 willpower plus
so you are now at
10%.
-40.
Yeah.
Oh
boy.
Sean Lily just snaps and dies right now.
Hey, if you roll 1 to 5, you win.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, no, you don't.
You needed it too.
With that scream of anger and frustration tearing through your mind, you take 1 point of corruption.
Okay.
You take another 3 points of insanity. And you fall unconscious.
Also, I have a mental break.
Oh, you got another one.
Yep. I'm already at 22.
All right, we'll deal with that in a moment.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll deal with that in a moment. But you fall unconscious.
Okay.
Adriana is also going to do a willpower check as well, with a -30. Oof.
Luckily, there's ways to heal insanity, and it's.
Nope, she also. Whoa! Crap!
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh God. Okay. So yeah.
Fate point?
She probably would fate point. No, I mean, knowing Adriana.
And she gets like a +20 to it, right?
No. No, they don't. No, they
With
don't.
a fate point, no, they don't.
I think they would fate point this actually. Also, if any fate does still use, yeah, she.
I thought she gets a +20 instead of a +10 with fate.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's if she burns. That's if she uses the fate.
If she uses the fate for something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Oh, that does remind me. I do need to roll 2.
Yeah, to see if she retains it.
Nope.
Oh, that
Wow,
was 3
3
tens in a row.
Jeez.
I need to roll a 1.
Well,
Well, the 1's there, but it's still not there.
Oh, yeah.
But still, she.
would Lily have time to say something before she passes out?
Nope.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's all right.
That's fine. That's fine.
This is one of the things is that it, because of how loud and strong and powerful that scream was, it tears through your mind and you're out.
Yeah. And also, I'm just gonna mark down for fatigue because I'm pretty sure my stim would wear out while I'm unconscious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Hi. You feel the tearing of time within you as you recognize, oh, we're currently being chucked from the warp right now. And you don't hear the scream, but you sense there is a feeling of great unease that sweeps through your body. I will say this as well, also, Isaac. You do feel a great unease sweep through your body. The cultists in front of you, who were busy trying to hold you back, and were doing a relatively okay job, all immediately fall prone, clutching their skulls in pain. Some of them just simply keel over, and you notice that some of them seem to have blood just pouring from their noses, and they just keel over, fall flat. What do you do?
So they keel over dead.
Do you go and check the ones that are that have just fallen over?
Yeah, I have the men check them over because we're trying to get as many alive as possible
Roll
for
Medicaid for me.
interrogation. Medicaid. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I have no idea what you just rolled.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you needed a 5. Damn. Okay, yeah. Judging by the amount of blood that seems to be pouring from their open mouths, noses, and ears, those dudes might be dead. You don't know what killed
So all
them.
So all the ones in front of us are dead.
Some of them appear to be still alive, although they are currently writhing on the ground, clutching their heads in agony, and some of them just appear to be out. Whether unconscious or dead, you're not sure.
I go, you and you, see what you can find on the dead ones. You and you, round these up and get them ready for the brig.
All right.
And I'll stand guard while they do that.
Mm-hmm. They do. So a couple of the Navy Navy Guardsmen. That's the word I wanted. So a couple of Navy Guardsmen do check over the ones that just seem to be catatonic on the deck, and some of them are dead. Some of them are genuinely just out. They're dead. You don't know what slew them. And a couple of them do appear to have some life signs, as in there is a beating pulse, but they are completely catatonic. There's no reaction. Like, they are if you move them, they just simply roll over or just they're basically dead weights. Gone into a vegetative state. The ones that are screaming and clutching their heads get knocked out with a couple of shotgun butts to the back of the skull, and then are tied up. From down the corridor.
How many are there that are tied up?
Let's call this. Well, we'll say 5.
Okay, perfect. From down the corridor.
From down the corridor, there is still the sounds of fighting. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say right now. It still sounds fighting.
I'll switch my comms back to the channel that I was talking before. I'll say, Captain, we managed to take section 7 of Corridor 3. We were able to subdue 5 of them, and are going to be sending them back for interrogation. Prepare the brig.
Prisoners of war, perfect. Just have to get my fucking bolters into them.
All right. So how many of there are of us?
There are 6. There are 6 of you, including yourself.
Okay. Do I believe that these creatures, are they going to be can they walk on their own, or will they need to be transported?
It looks like they could walk on their own. Their feet are not. Their feet have been bound. Just like their ankles, just like their hands have been bound as well. But they could quite easily be set free to walk.
Okay. I'm going to tell my men, all of you, Get them back to the brig. I'll hold the position here. Report. Report. Get them to the brig, and report back here. I'll hold our mark here.
Right. There is it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. And they haul up the five individuals that are currently unconscious. Shove them over their shoulders and proceed back the way you came.
My intention is to hold this position and not advance any further at this time.
Sure.
Until they return.
Yeah, no worries. Isaac, there's your two compatriots are currently unconscious.
Have we does it feel like we've exited? Do I feel nauseous?
You feel
anymore?
very sick.
Okay. Shit. But I don't feel like I'm being like warped or whatever, right?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna check on them and make sure they're at least okay.
All right, roll me Medicaid.
All right. I'm guessing 2 of them, because for 2 people.
Yep.
Okay, so plus 20 for superior surgeon, plus 10 for my servo skull, and I think that was it.
Yep.
Okay. So plus 30.
Oh, Tom Servo's here?
Well, bam. That's for Sean, or that's for Lily, and then we got
Crow.
Adriana.
I
There
was
you go.
always a much bigger Crow fan of what than any of the others.
Same.
All right. A quick cursory check of your two compatriots reveals that they are simply unconscious. You do notice that Lily is still pretty beat up, and definitely is going to be the worse for wear. Adriana just looks. Well, she's just out of it. Basically, they are both currently unconscious.
Okay.
Oh yeah, do you want me to roll for my mental break?
In a moment.
Okay.
I will put, because they're just unconscious, and Lily had been taken care of a little bit earlier. So I'm just gonna put them both in their rooms. Adriana on her bed, Lily on her bed. I think they both were sharing a room, so
They were. Yeah.
yeah. So I'll put them on their beds, and then I get back on the bike, and I'm gonna peel off towards the engineer room.
Okay.
The engine room.
The engineerium.
Yeah. I'm like,
You know
that'll
what?
be fine.
So yeah, pretty much. Lily, we're gonna leave your mental break until you regain consciousness. So
Okay.
we'll find out what happens when that. Well, find out what happens after that. Isaac, it doesn't take you long now. It's literally just you, and you've overclocked the bike. We'll say that still continues. Since you've
Okay.
overclocked the bike, it doesn't take you long to traverse the from the guest quarters to where you presume to be the engineering deck. I now need you to roll me an operate surface, please.
I will use a fate point to add 10. That is an 8.
That's fucking hell, mate. Jeez. Damn. Easy. You are able to navigate your way through the winding corridors, dodging left and right around people that seem to be running everywhere. There now appears to be some flashing lights, and you get the sense that the ship might have taken damage in its flight from the warp. So you find yourself having to dodge around various brain's gonna
Debris and stuff?
Not just debris, but also people, workers and servitors. That's the word I wanted. Workers and servitors. You find yourself having to dodge around them as they proceed to various areas of damage that reports are beginning to come through. Now roll me navigate surface.
I will do another fate to add 10.
So you have an idea about where the engineering is, but as you get closer, you start to narrow down the direction that you need to go, and you find yourself tearing down the corridor. Where ahead of you, you see a very familiar, stocky form of Hai. Pistol out, pointing, we'll say down the corridor away from you.
I just walkie before I even get to him. I'm like, hi! Jump on!
Alright.
Oh, good God. I look back and I go, get down! We're holding position!
What position? I'm gonna just keep going. Is there like a big, like, I think I understand what Hai is doing. Because there's a bunch of people lying on the ground and there's a bunch of crowded people.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like he doesn't want to get on because he's busy with them. So I'm going to try and ramp over the crowd to get past them. If there's a ramp anywhere, or if I can, like, kind of ramp onto the wall and use it as like a
barrel round, yeah. Okay. I love the idea, and I want a roll for this. Let's call this an operate. Yeah.
So as he tries to do this and move past me, I'm gonna try to grab a hold of the back, because I'm seeing that we're not holding position, we're advancing. So
all right.
So I'll try to hang on and position myself in a better state.
Okay, there's multiple things that's going to happen here now. Hi.
Yeah.
Well, actually, first let's have a roll from Isaac. Isaac,
Okay.
I need you to roll me an operate surface. But this is a very, very challenging roll, so this is going to be a minus 30.
minus 30.
Yeah. To do what you want, where you can. So there's no crowd. There's no crowd in front. Okay, I haven't been very clear about in my instructions. There's no crowd in front of Hai right now. Hai is there, keeping guard and keeping guard at this corridor. Your perception is not good enough for you to notice anything else except the fact that he's standing there holding the corridor. You don't see anybody in front of Hai right now. At least not down the corridor. So you can either continue what you're doing, which is to find kind of ramp or to drive the bike in a sort of like circular motion around Hai, or you can simply just jink around him and continue onwards.
I think I'll just try to get around him then. I won't try and do anything fancy.
All right, let's call this a minus 10 then, rather than minus 30.
Okay. You said operate?
Operate surface, yeah.
Is
Okay.
he moving in the direction that we were advancing on?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, then I'll try to grab on and
All right.
steady myself.
All right. Okay. Then from you, Hai, I need a what is it? I need an acrobatics
Yeah.
from you with a minus 10 because he's done a pretty good job at jinking around you.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this. My acrobatics is not that high, so here we go.
Hey, if you roll a 1 to a 5, you succeed.
I jigged around him because it didn't look like he wanted to get on at first.
I know.
If he was trying to get on, then okay. That's too late, I guess, yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
71.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you. It seemed that Hai It seemed that Hai was trying to stay put, and so you made a snap decision. Okay, fine. I'll just keep going and jink around. And you do. You keep going. You jink around. Hai, you realize what he's doing. Quickly go on. You reach out to try and grab onto the bike, but Isaac's a skilled driver. And if he doesn't want to hit you, he won't. and he goes just beyond your reach as you reach out to try and grab onto the back of the bike. Isaac continues tearing down the corridor.
All right, I will switch my comms back to the line that we had before, and I'll say, "Men, we're proceeding forward. When you start heading back, check in. Out, over and out, and then I'm gonna, I guess, try to follow behind Isaac, since he's moving in the direction we're...
Easy to do because Isaac's making a whole bunch of noise on that bike.
Mm-hmm.
I will follow from a close distance, but not super close.
Sure. You continue, Isaac. You continue tearing down the corridor here, and you are
tearing down the house.
You do a good job. You do a good job, and you actually end up riding over a couple of these cultists, and there comes a point where you find yourself having to stop. Either stop driving, otherwise you're going to end up crashing into a whole bunch of cultists that are on the floor, or you continue driving over and run the risk of being unseated from your bike.
I think Isaac's thinking, since it feels like there's been damage done to the ship, there might have been damage done to the engines, and we need those engines back up quick. Mm-hmm. So he's just gonna run them over.
Okay. I need to roll me something to hold onto the bike. What am I gonna get you to hold onto the bike? I'm going to get you.
Can I use our Dr. Octopus to help keep me on the bike?
To use your what?
My mechadendrite. Octopus arm just clamp on.
You can.
They won't clamp.
I will rely on a +10 from that. But I am going to need to have an athletics roll from you to hold
athletics.
on. Athletics. Yes.
Okay. Oh, +10 is better than nothing. But I need to roll under an 18.
It's doable. Nope, you don't. As you drive forward, hitting more of these cultists, some of whom seem to be getting up. You plow into one of them. He dies outright, but unfortunately, you are not able to continue holding on. Let's call this a D5. I'll just take a D10 and roll it here. Oh wow, that's a 9. So you'll take 4 points of impact damage from this, negated by your armor, of course.
Well, you said 4 points?
Yeah.
My toughness just takes that.
Okay, fine. So you take no damage. You just feel yourself getting bruised as you are catapulted from your bike.
Mm-hmm.
And you find yourself in the sprawl. You find yourself sprawling amongst a whole bunch of cultists right now.
It's like, get out of the way as I throw a couple, and then I just stand up, and I'm gonna just run towards run my best towards the engineering room.
Okay.
I will lay down fire, because if I don't, he's gonna get shot up. So I will try to take up a position where I can lay fire down as a distraction.
I am running too, so I get the
I know, but
no, I know.
But
for the -10 to like being shot thing.
Hi.
Oh my God. Yes.
Please roll me. Please roll me your stub automatic. Are you doing this as a single shot or as a semi-auto?
No, definitely semi-auto, because I'm
Okay.
trying to give him as much of an opportunity as possible, even though he didn't say, hey, this is what we're doing. I'm just kind of trying to back him up, even though he had no communication about it.
Yep, absolutely. Go to your semi-auto pistol. Change the attack type to semi-auto.
Okay.
And you gain an additional +10 to this because it's just a simple
bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
+10.
I believe.
All right, here we go.
I might be incorrect in that, but who cares? Oh wow. Okay. Bloody hell.
Nice.
You start laying down. I'll count this as several shots instead of just the one. You start laying. Yeah, absolutely. You start laying down. Spray. You start almost spraying and praying through the corridor here, and you take out several cultists as you are attract attention from them to you. Isaac.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. This is what I needed. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh god, you.
Wait, so do I all of a sudden? Oh, okay. I was like,
you are so lucky. You are so lucky because I just rolled a 94. As you are running, you hear the unmistakable whine of a heavy weapon cycling up, and then there's this sudden thud, 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 thud sound as massive rounds start spraying down the corridor towards you.
Oh
Except that the aim of the thing that just suddenly fired at you was absolute shit.
Lucky.
Yeah, I rolled a 94. You were very, very lucky there.
So lucky. We were about to have a dead character.
I know a heavy weapon when I see one. Isaac just at full sprint, immediately full sprints backwards and be like, he's got a heavy gun! He's got a heavy gun! He's got a heavy gun! As I run past high.
You look, as you stop and go, you look ahead and you realize that you weren't actually too far from the engineering deck. And standing there in the middle of the corridor is a servitor.
Oh shit!
Except this servitor doesn't have legs; it has tracks. And you notice that its body, its torso, has basically armor plated, fused onto the body of the individual that makes up the flesh portion of this thing. And one arm is just a gun.
Oh god!
It's a turret, basically.
It's basically a turret. Yes. One arm is a gun, and it is currently smoking from having ejected 8 rounds of stubber ammunition in your direction. The other arm, appears to be been reinforced in some way, except where the arm and hand would be, there is no arm and hand. It's a chainsword, just there, and it is trundling forwards.
So our servitors, they're basically robots, right? Or are they technically people in there? I always forget.
Oh, you're making me cringe. Servitors are not robots. They are people who have been lobotomized and their bodies have been...
okay, so they're like Space Marines, got it.
No, they're not Space Marines. They are
I got you,
from
though.
Space Marines.
Right.
Basically, they are people generally criminals or unwanted people that are unwanted desirables that have been lobotomized and their bodies have been used by the Mechanicum, and many extraneous limbs and organs that the Mechanicus deems unnecessary have been replaced with things that they deem necessary. And in this regard, this is a combat servitor.
Got it. Alright. So hi, you see me rounding the corner as I run back with my mic to you, since I think you're still far away, but you can still see me around the corner, and I'm like, there's a servitor! There's a servitor! There's a fucking servitor!
As he is rounding the corner and yelling, I will one more time lay down fire to cover, and then I will begin to get on my comm and say, we're falling back. I repeat, we're falling back. There's a servitor. And I will also move with him.
Okay.
After I
Isaac.
lay down one more round of fire.
Okay.
I will
right.
assist him as my gun just shoots behind me
Sure.
as a free action because it just can do
sure.
that.
Do you want me to actually roll?
I
Or...
do
okay.
want you to actually roll, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so sniper.
Isaac, I need you to roll me perception, please. You two as well, Hi.
Perception. Do you want me to roll for the sniper shot or two? Or
Yeah, roll
just,
for the sniper shot first, yeah.
anything
so
to it or no? I think it's just nothing.
Just plus 10.
So I don't hit anything, but it's okay because I'm more focused on just providing cover.
Yeah, no. I'm not really looking, so it's shooting behind me at the crowd of.
It's more just
cultists.
like I'm just firing until he gets into range, and then I'm gonna also run.
Perception.
Yep. Sure.
That is a failure on perception.
You two, please, Hi. Perceptive roll.
You want me to roll perception? Sure, no
Yeah.
problem. That I can do.
Nope. No.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Oh boy.
It's okay. We're in the heat of the moment, so we might have.
Yeah, heat of the moment. This is how
You're
stories are made.
distracted.
Is the bike still nearby, or is that behind me? Did I run past that?
The bike is still behind you.
Okay, so I ran past it. Damn it.
Oh
Okay.
no! Oh, sorry, behind you. No. The
Because I'm running back
bike
now,
is,
so.
Yeah, no. The bike's a little. Running back like that. Then it would be behind you. Yes.
So back where I ran. So closer to the engineering now.
Yeah.
I ran
a little
past
bit
it
closer
on my
to
way
engineering.
back. Okay,
Mhm.
got it.
Yeah, it's between you and the enemies now.
So Hi.
Yep.
The servitor continues trundling forward, and I'll grant you this because it's a 46. You have a general perception of 46. There were other things that I wanted you to, that I was hoping you would see, but
Yeah.
But that didn't happen, unfortunately. With the 46. You notice that this servitor on tracks doesn't seem to be stopping for the cultists. In actual fact, it seems to be just trundling over them.
Meaning that it's like focused on us.
It just seems to be I can't give anything more than that. Damn it.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
This is more of a intelligence. Can I roll an intelligence roll to see if I know how to disable it?
See if you know how to disable it. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Roll. Yeah. Please. You're a bit of a scouty boy as well.
Intelligence.
Let's grant you a plus 20 to this.
Hell yeah. I don't know if it'll help, but let's find out.
75.
Nope.
Damn. Nope. Okay.
Okay, so like I said, I'll lay down fire from that last round, and then since he's moving, I'm moving too. I am concerned on getting back to a safer position since I don't know.
Sure. No, that's fine. You both of you continue moving down the corridor. And that's where certainly you, Hai, would hear this. You hear that as you look back, and you see that the servitor has just bisected one of the cultists that stood up with its chainsword.
Oh shit.
You then hear as you see another cultist bisected. These cultists, the few remaining cultists that have gained their senses and have stood up are retreating from the servitor.
Okay, I don't know how to disable it. Do I maybe know how they are normally used?
You can very clearly see that this servitor has been outfitted to be a defensive servitor. It is a combat servitor. That is very clear by the fact it has a chainsword and a gun in place of its normal arms.
Sorry, what I meant is by who?
Ah. Yes. Yeah. No, that is common knowledge. I'll absolutely say that. It's very common knowledge. Servitors are always made by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
So
Well,
as I'm running
okay.
with Isaac, I'm gonna go, why are we running from it? Don't you know how to disable it?
Maybe. Can I see if I know how to disable it?
Roll me intelligence check, and Isaac, since you are also Adeptus Mechanicus, you gain a plus 30.
You know what? I really want this to happen, so I will use the fate point to give a plus 10, so plus 40. Yeah, that's 7 degrees of success.
Oh, very nice. Not only do you know how to disable a servitor in general, but you also know you also know the exact words that are required in order to disable the in order to stop it doing what it's doing. And
Oh shit!
Those words are cease fire, Omicron. Fuck, the word's gone on my head. Omicron level.
Omicron. Okay. Let me write that down.
Ceasefire Omicron status.
Cease fire on status. Okay. I just turn around. How far is it away?
This thing doesn't travel very fast.
Okay. The only problem is getting in close, because it's gotta be it's voice activated. It's gotta be able to hear me from. See, watch. I'll try to yell down the hallway. I'll just say, ceasefire Omicron status, as I try to yell as loud as I can do it.
Is there any effect from him yelling?
Give me a moment.
If it helps, I also yell in binary.
Oh, that definitely did help, actually. Except I rolled a 79. Yeah, I'm having to roll here in the desk in front of me because I don't have the stats in Foundry because I have to.
Yeah.
Manually. So you yell that out to the servitor, and the servitor just keeps moving forward. There is the sound of. Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna duck for sure.
You both duck down, and there's the sudden, and then you hear as the heavy stubber ignites again and sweeps. It's basically just does a sort of like almost like 30-degree arc across the corridor in front of it. Any cultist that was still standing at this point is obliterated.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
All right. I need to get in closer.
Both of you, as you wait for at that moment where the sound of the heavy stubber dies down, you both will peek out from behind your cover. There's nobody here anymore, except the servitor.
Oh, killed all Heisman too.
Oh no, the Heismen are way back.
Okay.
No, I sent them back. Remember?
Yeah. They're not there. But there's nobody there anymore except you two. The servitor sees you both.
Hi, can you get its attention? So I need to get in
Wait,
closer.
wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay,
Hold on. Go ahead, Ed.
I mean, the
Oh,
servitor
sorry.
sees the servitor. You saw peek. You peek through. The servitor stops, scans, sees you both, and starts heading in your direction.
Ceasefire,
I
Omnicron
think that's
says! Ceasefire, Omnicron says! Ceasefire, Omnicron
I think
says!
that's our cue. I think that's our cue, and I'm gonna try to grab Isaac by the arm and try to run as I get on the get on the comm and go, Captain, we need an Addendus Mechanicus stat. We are under fire. We're gonna be.
I'm an Adeptus
Service
Mechanicus. Hi, I am an Adeptus Mechanicus.
So
We need someone that can be successful.
What the fuck? Fuck you.
So, several things are happening at the same time now. So, hi. You start yelling that out. You get a response. You get a response. Where are you?
I'll tell him where we are.
Sure.
Wherever the hell we are.
Yeah.
Corridor 3, Section A.
You're near the engineerium. Good. Hold position there. Isaac.
Ow!
Isaac, you start
Negative,
yelling
sir.
out.
We're about to be turned into dust and coal. Negative. We need another position.
Isaac, you start yelling out. Ceasefire, Omicron status. Ceasefire, Omicron status. You start basically screaming this at the servitor. There is a moment where you're like, has this bloody thing heard me? Before it stops. And then you hear, cease firing.
Oh.
When that
Servitor
happens
stands
and
there
High
menacing.
hears that, he's gonna take a deep breath and just collapse to the ground.
I run to the servitor and I need to check why it was doing this. Like, unless someone else down here is an Adeptus Mechanicus in the cultists.
Okay. Roll me tech use, please, to examine this thing.
Okay. Plus 10
Plus
from
30.
my... Plus 30?
Additional.
So plus... Okay, so... Yeah, plus 10 from my servitor thing, or my servo skull. So, plus 40. Oh, damn, nice. Okay, ready?
93, yeah. So you roll 17. You
I'm also
you run
gonna
up to the
do a
servitor.
quick roll just for myself.
Sure.
Ooh.
That's a pretty good roll, actually.
Nice.
So Isaac, you run up to the server to try and figure out what the hell was going on. What the hell was going on? You find the ports that you need in order to gain access to its wetware, as it's called. And you realize that as you are examining the protocols of the servitor here, it was just enacting the protocols that were assigned to it. Defend the engineerium.
Oh, okay. It was defending from everyone.
Seems like it. Or rather, it seems to be defending against unknown entities. And apparently, when you both appeared in its sight, you were unknown entities and shouldn't be there. Shouldn't have been there.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it was
'cause-
enacting
okay.
those protocols.
Okay. I'm going to then say, because I don't know how to word this. Basically, I want to, with the knowledge that I know, what's the wording I would use for having it go back to the engineerium? So I wanted to go back there, but with me on him.
That's fine. You don't.
And
you
I'm
don't
also
need to
gonna
worry-
register. I'm also gonna register all of us, Adriana, Isaac, Hi, and Lily, as recognized. No.
I am gonna have to have another tech use roll from you in this regard. However, this is no longer a plus 30. This is a straight challenging roll because you are now programmed to do something. You're basically rewriting a program that you did not write, somebody else wrote. So you're now rewriting.
Okay. So plus 10, so it's just 0 then on your.
Just a 0, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use my fate. I don't have any more fate. Okay.
So, unfortunately, an 89 fails. You start to try and rewrite the program in order to send it back, but there appears to be some sort of protocol that is preventing any interaction, tampering with this protocol. You are unable to turn it round.
Okay. Well, at least we got to stop. Hi, it should be good. We can go back. It was just trying to defend the engineerium, I guess, from technically everything, and we were just not recognized because we're not actually part of the ship.
I'm going to jump back up, almost like in a kip up, and I'm going to go, Captain, relay the last relay. We have managed to subdue the machine, and we'll hold position until your arrival. Over.
Good work. I don't know who you are, but good work.
I go, all right, Isaac. We need to hold position until the captain comes. Set up a perimeter, and let's make sure that no one gets in or out unless they are our own.
Sounds good.
By the way, that willpower was whether I would just lay on the floor like a piece of blubber or I would stand back up.
I had a feeling. And with that, we're going to take a break now. Because there is an incoming ad break, and I would like to time this in with that. And I am also, 1, in the need of more tea, but also 2, in need of the toilet. So we're going to take a break here now, as we have reached a nice point in this very, very chaotic, tense situation of our agents dealing with not an incursion, but dealing with rebel cultists on just an ordinary transport ship heading to who knows where. See you guys very shortly. Hello, we're back with some more Dark Heresy, where our heroes, our agents of the throne, have been participating in a battle for the defense of the Throne of Glory cargo ship that has recently chucked itself out of the warp in a bid to basically run for its life from a creature of the warp that took a liking to it as a morsel. And it succeeded in running for it. Isaac and Hai have managed to get them all the way almost to the doors of the Engineerium, where a combat servitor with tracks instead of legs had was going to shred their bodies, but Isaac was able to yell out the necessary commands to disable the servitor.
Still don't understand how I dodged 8 bullets.
I rolled a 94. That's how you dodged it. You didn't. It had shit aim.
Yeah.
Lily.
Yes.
Your turn. Please roll me a willpower test. And I believe you can gain a plus 10 because you have
yeah, I'm still just only unsettled.
Unsettled. So you gain a plus 10 for this.
Yep, I get plus 10 minus 10 because of my paranoia. So
so it's just a straight roll.
Yeah. Okay,
ooh.
that's the final fate point. I don't want to go insane.
Oh.
There we go. Whew. It's bad enough being paranoid.
Yeah. In your unconscious state, normally the mind would not wander. It would never wander because there is no mind. Except this is a Warhammer 40,000 universe, and you are a psyker. The mind is wandering. Or the soul is wandering. You're not sure. But right now...
Oh, 1 sec.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's just like... Are you good?
Sorry, I thought someone was knocking on my door, but someone was hammering something instead. So, yeah. So if you hear noise, that's a hammer.
Yeah, no worries. You're not sure, is it the soul or is it the mind that is wandering? But all you can hear, or you can sense, is screaming, whispers, shouting, visions of crazed landscapes of mirrors and glass, trees formed of impossibly beautiful shapes that seem to sparkle and twinkle all around. You hear thread? Sounds like the sound you are hearing. It's almost like it's almost like you're actually hearing string being woven and pulled and twisted and knotted and turned in many different directions. It's only due to your nature and the fact that you know that this is the warp that is trying to infect your mind. You are able to resist any insanity that this will bring to you.
Yeah, I tried doing whatever I can to... Basically, in my mind's eye, I build a wall, like a barrier between me and the scratching, tearing, screaming sounds.
Let us in. You know you like it. You like it. I'll give you everything you know. Yes, everything you know. Everything.
I'm good enough as is. I don't need the warp to be strong.
She thinks she knows. She thinks she knows. She does not know. She never knows. Who knows what will come? Who knows what will come?
What's coming?
Let us in. You will know if you let us in. You let us in. Let us in. You'll know what we'll give you. We have the knowledge you seek.
I'll be prepared for whatever comes. I don't need you to tell me what it is.
And then the whispers go and start to just scratch at the walls of your mind. You don't know how long you are in this space, and all time seems to bleed into the next, and into the next, and into the next. Is it days? Is it hours? Is it weeks? Is it minutes? Is it years that you are in this liminal space between death and life? Before you wake, your eyes snapping open as the visions of impossible landscapes are still pasted onto the back of your eyes, and you see above you the kind of very plain and very nondescript and utilitarian roof of a hab space in the guest house.
I just look around, check my surroundings, probably pull out my gun.
As you look around, you sort of flail out a bit, and you roll over, and end up falling from the top bunk of your bed as you.
Of course, I have the top bunk.
Of course, you have the top bunk. It's the most comical thing. It's the most fun thing to have you there. You're going to be at the top bunk.
Yeah.
Of course, you're going to be on
Yeah.
as you fall from the top bunk onto the hard metal decking of the hab space that both you and Adriana are currently using as your home for this trip through the warp.
Is Adriana here? I will check her bunk. I'll slowly
Adriana
rise myself to my feet and then I'll check. But
of course, I understand. Adriana is indeed here. However, she also looks unconscious. She looks like she's out of it.
I will, with my gun drawn and maybe even still pointed in front of me, I will groggily, because I'm also very tired. I have 4 fatigue. So I will very groggily.
We're gonna have to change that.
Yeah, it could be more. Oh wait, no, it's 5 because I had 4 and then I took the stim and I forgot the stim gives you 1 extra fatigue, so I actually have 5 fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting that after the stim wears off, you actually gain 1 more
Yep.
fatigue than you had.
Yep.
So I will actually I'll just groggily stumble to the door and open it and peek my head outside.
Outside, everything appears to be chaos. As you hear people crying and trying to find out what's going on. There doesn't appear to be there do appear to be some guards, and they keep saying, "Just stay calm. There's nothing to worry about. Just stay calm. Stay in your rooms." You see the individual that you rescued. I don't care about what you say. Tell me what's going on. I need to know this instant. I had the most terrible night. And the guard that he's talking to just, "Sir, if you do not go back into your room now, I will use the gut of this bun on your head." And you see the individual in question just, "On my word, I am in charge of a great factorium. You would know to bow before me." He just turns and seems to kind of flounce off.
I walk up to one of the guardsmen, even though they're clearly threatening people and stuff. I'm just like,
"Yes?
What happened in the engineer, or was it the engines, the conflict?
How
What's
do you know
going
about
on?"
that?"
Because I work with them, you idiot. She's in no mood right now.
No, that's
Doesn't
fair.
work with them, you
That is
idiot.
genuinely fair. I need you to roll something for me.
Yeah. Dodge as you see a punch coming across your face.
First I need you to roll. I don't know what's going to be the most appropriate here. Either intimidation or charm. This is definitely not command. Either intimidation or I think charm in this regard.
Okay.
Yeah.
However, you are fatigued, which I think is going to give you what, a -50 or something like that.
Yeah, is it a
Minus
-10
50?
per?
Hang on a minute.
It's a -10 per thing.
Whoa!
It's pretty ridiculous what it can do to you. If you go performs a task that includes the tests of fatigue characteristic. Oh, it fatigues the characteristic. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh wait, the fatigue is already automatically added. I just noticed
Oh,
because my fellowship is 20 right now, when it's
fantastic.
normally like 40. So yeah, so it actually automatically gets added to the sheet. So my charm is
Fantastic.
actually 30. So my charm is apparently still 30, which is still passable.
It's still doable. We'll see. However, I am also going to impose a penalty on this one because you did just insult one of these dudes,
Fair.
and he is also in no mood. He's also like two people in no mood talking to each other. Not going to go well.
That
This is
doesn't
also
end
going
up
to be.
being
This is also minus 20 on top.
Jerry.
Hey, only 2 degrees of failure. That's actually not
Oh
that bad.
wow. Okay.
That would have
now
been
you
a
need
pass otherwise.
Now you need to roll on acrobatics, or no, dodge. Roll dodge.
Phew, okay, good. Dodge is roughly just as good.
Okay, you lucky son of a gun. Because you idiot, and you just briefly look up and see the butt of a shotgun coming round to club you on the side of your head before you duck out of the way, and pedal back quickly from the guardsman. He's
just like rubbing her eyes, like, oh, it's windy in here.
Could I also in the same? Oh, sorry.
No, carry on.
Could I, in the same motion of the dodge, put my gun like under his chin? I'm like, you don't want to be starting this. Just tell me what's happening.
Whoa.
I love it, and I really want this to happen.
This is how an assassin interrogates people.
Yeah, no, sure. I'll allow that because dodging is also a move. I'll allow that. I'll allow the dodge to be a sort of move round. Pull out the gun and just hold it underneath his chin. He freezes immediately, and you say the words. What did you say?
Yeah. Oh. I'm just like, please. I'm in no mood. I just need to know what is happening. Tell me what's going on with them. Or I'll blow your fucking head off. I'll add that part to it too.
Now
Uh-oh.
that's intimidation.
That is definitely intimidation.
Is it
That's a
intimidation with
full
strength or
intimidation. intimidation
with something else?
This is intimidation with something else. You're not.
Okay,
you're
good.
not physically doing this.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, it's a B fellowship.
Okay.
It's a B intimidation with fellowship. Plus 10 because you're using your gun under his chin, and you did just dodge out of the way. So.
Oh my goch, how close of a failure
buddy.
could that have been?
Oh.
I need to be trained in
Those
intimidate.
where Lily dies.
Hey, that could be the next thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
You hear and grit. He doesn't say anything, but you hear from behind him, Katil, drop it.
I holster it.
He also holds up one hand, the hand that would be on the trigger of the shotgun. He holds up that hand to release you, and you let him go. He steps back, looking very, very, very angry, and desperate to to club you over the back of the head. The individual that you heard behind this person, Katil. Where are my notes? Here we go. You see another guardsman. One of whom you actually recognize. They are Ebius, one of the fellas that were actually patrolling the decks.
Okay.
And you see Ebius is walking. It has walked up behind Katil and has just got a hand on his shoulder. Just drop it. These are one of the folks that were trying to help us.
See, I told you.
Secretil's just
We're on the
gritting his
same
teeth.
side.
ABS looks at you. Sorry about that. Just trying to do our jobs, and we're a bit on edge.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But please tell me what's going on here.
ABS looks around. Follow me. And he leads you back to the corridor to the doorway that was originally guarded by a whole bunch by two guards before they disappeared.
Yeah.
He pulls you back to there, thinking that this is the only sort of most private spot, I'm going to say, of the guest quarters. He just says, "Shatter of the Vox says the engineering was secure. It was rough, but we're out the warp right now, and the engineering is secure."
And my partners that were there?
Oh, right now they're currently helping out. Talking of the two partners, Isaac and Hai.
Yep.
You are left in the company of you are still in the company of a servitor, but it is not long before a whole squad of soldiers, 5 of whom Hai you recognize as being the soldiers that you were leading previously, as well as also another squad led by a recognizable sergeant, the same sergeant that fuck, what was his name? Damn it, his name Tim. That was his name. That Tim
Yeah.
was Tim was the corporal of Sergeant Stone. And as they approach you, guns raised, come on, I can see it in my head, but words are failing me now. Guns raised, prepped for any surprise or any attack that may come their way. But they very quickly jog
I
over to
will.
you.
I'll give a salute to the sergeant. Sarge.
He salutes back.
Kind of worn out.
and then-
I'm kind of like laying back, like across one of the big shoulders of the servitor, and I also kind of like salute while I'm in my back. Just like, ugh.
I then will. Are these the men that like that I was leading earlier?
Yeah, those
Okay,
5 have
then
returned.
I will salute. I will salute them as well, and I say, "Men, well done." And then I'll turn to the sergeant and say, "Sarge, these men deserve great honor. For if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been successful in bringing the prisoners back. Hopefully, we can get some more information from them."
You got prisoners. Perfect. The nation to punch
Yes,
one
sir.
of those fuckers.
5 of them, I believe.
Wonderful. Looking forward to punching one of those dicks for a while. Ugh. Where's the cog in charge of this area? And you look around, and there's just a servitor. Although the corridor to the engineering room is still there, filled with the pulped and crushed and exploded bodies of cultists.
We still need to check the engine room, sir. See if there's any damage.
Who are you?
I'm Isaac. Isaac Gun 3.
Right,
Mechanicus.
were you one of the ones that were also part of the group?
Yes.
Right, cool. What are you?
What am I?
I can tell what he is. Are you just an ordinary human being? Looks like you are. Anyways, how did you manage to stop this thing? He says, tapping the chassis of the servitor.
Adeptus Mechanicus.
What, you?
Mm-hmm.
What? You just... Oh.
I know the phrase
Whatever.
to stop it.
You're a cook boy. All right.
Yeah.
Where's the cogboy around that's meant to be in charge of the engineering? Where the hell is he? And you hear,
I don't know. As soon as I ran in, it was being shot at originally. So,
No, that's fair. It was doing his job. And as you're having this conversation, you hear the adept in charge of the engineerium is just coming through the door, and I would prefer not to be referred to as Cog Boy. You see, kind of floating, you think? You're not really sure because you can't really see any feet underneath the enormous red robe of the Adeptus Mechanicus individual.
whoa.
Proceeding down the corridor. This individual
I immediately.
towers.
I was gonna say I immediately, because anybody who looks bigger than me that's Adeptus Mechanicus, it immediately gets my attention and I follow their orders, kind of thing. So
That's fair.
I immediately turn around,
you give the sign of the
or
cog,
the sign,
which,
yeah.
the sign of the cog, which for those of you who don't actually know, I had to do some intense diving to find this tiny little bit of information. Diving into my head as well because it was there when I found it. The sign of the cog is two fists pushed together with the knuckles like that. So this is the sign of the cog that they make to each other. It's kind of I never knew this for a long time, but this is the sign of the cog to the for those of the Adeptus Mechanicus. For everyone else, the sign of Aquila is this. But
I mean, I can fist pump all the Adeptus Mechanicus like this as a handshake. Can we just do that?
No.
Damn it.
No, they don't. It's a fist bump to themselves and a bow as well. So you immediately enact the sign of the cog and bow towards the adept here. This individual towers over you all. They are massive. You can tell that they are the Adeptus Mechanicus because of the amount of metal that just seems to encase this individual, and the hood that comes up over their head is very much larger than a normal human head has any right to be, and you can just see underneath the hood. A very sort of withered grey pallid skin of a jaw that looks one half of it looks like color, the other half just looks metal, and then peering out underneath the hood, three red lights that would be over where the right eye space would be. As they seem to walk towards you, they are holding this long staff that is topped with an axe blade of some sort, except it's formed in the shape of a half cog, with the top part of it being this vicious looking spike. And you're as they're approaching, despite the thrum, they do seem to be floating, except that now you notice that the robe is moving in a way that indicates that there is something under there. But it's undulating, which implies that there's more than one set of legs underneath that robe.
Metal spider crab.
So you immediately give the sign of the cog. The sergeant looks up to the Adeptus. Our apologies, Adept Ratfeld. We literally just arrived, and we're just concerned that the engineering might have been intruded into. Your concern was very much appreciated, except that I have the engineering perfectly under my control. You should trust in the Omnissiah and those who are its servants to withhold and withstand attacks of this pitiful nature.
This the service thing talking?
This is not the servitor. This is this massive, red-robed individual.
Do you know how to disable this if we ever have the need to?
The head just seems to turn to you. I do. And then turns back. Turns away again.
Hi understands.
Hi,
what you just said.
we don't like sharing things. Hi.
So he like taps Isaac on his clang on his arm, you know, clang.
Nice.
It goes. No, I know. I was just
It's okay,
seeing
you're-
what they would be. I was seeing what they would be willing to share.
I should be able to find out maybe more later. If you want me to find out, I can ask him, since I'm also a part of him. I thought I knew, but maybe. Oh wait, no, I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I can share with you later, but I think you have to be Adeptus Mechanicus for the servitor to recognize your.
I'll
It's almost like-
whisper to you.
Yeah.
Do we have a sense of direction?
Uh.
I'm basically asking you, do you know where we're going next?
Oh yeah, I know where we're going.
So that's
Um,
what he's asking you.
we're
Do you
going
know?
to. Yeah, we were gonna go to Trench.
Okay.
Just for a bit.
You tell.
And then we're going back to Escalfil and Secundus.
That's not what I meant, but.
Oh.
Sergeant, is there anything else that you have need of us, or perhaps talking to the cultists, or can we be excused?
The sergeant looks at you and sees the devastation and looks at. I nearly called him the cog boy. Looks at the adept. looks at the adept. Says, "No, I think we got it from here. You can head off and get yourselves patched up. You look like you've been through hell."
Yes, sir. And then I will go and get myself patched up, because though I got some health back, I didn't get it all back. So I'm gonna try to get that back.
Of course.
I'm gonna turn
I'll
to
be
the
like-
adept.
and I'll
sorry.
I'll
Go ahead.
tell Isaac. No, it's okay. I'll just tell Isaac. I'll be in the infirmary if you need me.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna see if he needs my help at all in the engineering.
I've been watching too
Oh.
much Stargate. I'm starting to use all the language. Please excuse me.
Hey,
Yeah,
it
mate.
works. It
You're
works.
Infirmary and yeah. Anyways,
No, infirmary is absolutely the right word
I
for it.
love it.
Mhm.
Medicate, infirmary, all the same thing.
Perhaps Isaac. As I walk away, I smile and go, "I would like to see my home world again."
Yeah, we can go there. Assuming we don't have a mission. If
I know
if
we
me
need
and
to
you
go
are
to-
whispering to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know we need to go to Alpha and Beta sites, but I would like to see home.
that's fine. And then whispering to Hyatt, assuming that we don't have any more missions from the Imperium or our Inquisitor, we can definitely go to back to your home planet. Your home planet.
Very good. As you were.
Okay. I turn to the adept and in binary to say, "Do you need any help with anything in the engineering?" Or maybe I could look at something else somewhere else that might also be engined.
You wonderful individual. That was brilliant. Turning to him and speaking in binary, the adept immediately, they immediately attract your attention, or rather, you immediately attract their attention, and just completely.
Yeah.
They were in conversation with Sergeant, and then as soon as you start speaking binary, like Sergeant's no longer there. He doesn't care about Sergeant. He looks to you. You speak
Whoa.
binary. Are you of the Adeptus Mechanicus?
Yes, and I give him the sign. That's how I
Aside.
stopped this thing. And I
So you
say
are you
the
still are you
code
still are you still
ceasefire on
speaking?
the crown. Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm still
are you
binary.
still speaking binary? Okay, cool,
Yeah.
great. Then they
Um,
start speaking binary back. Um, they start speaking binary back to you. I didn't know that. Why do you not look? And a
I
very pleasant sort of female voice
oh,
comes over. So why are you?
thank you. Um, it's very odd, I know. I still like to look nice. And I don't have a lot of modifications. I just have I have Mechadendrite Metacase. But
Ah,
that's all.
are you
So
of
I'm very
the are you of the
hmm?
Biologist division?
I'm maybe I was over by Sanford. I actually don't know the division names for the
No, that's fine. Biologist is biologist. It's biology.
yeah.
So
Um
generally
oh,
those who are
actually
healers those who are healers within the Adeptus Mechanicus tend to be of the Biologist division.
okay,
Tend to be.
then I will write that as an important term. Biologist division.
I will send you a picture of all the various different things and their ranks. So
Nice. Um yes, I'm of the biologist division over at Sinford. We were studying because I know that the Adeptus Mechanicus don't hide anything from Adeptus Mechanicus because we like to study stuff. So I just say we were studying Theranos.
okay. Um,
Oh, sorry. Oh,
I will. There is one thing I do have to mention to you.
okay.
Because this is stuff that your character would know.
Okay.
While the Adeptus Mechanicus doesn't prevent sharing within itself.
Mm-hmm.
They're
The type of
kind
ones
of
we were doing is still kind of
well, no, it's more the fact that information is used as political bargaining chips.
ah.
Yeah,
Dang
it's more that
it.
kind of thing. So
Okay. Got it.
it's like when the Adeptus Mechanicus decides to go and do something, it's like, yeah, that's gonna be great. Like a lot of people a lot of the Adeptus Mechanicus will know about that act, but anything within that little act tends to
Okay.
be selectively shared. Let's put it
So
that way.
each division politically shares with other divisions based
Not
on
just not just each division, but each Forge World to Forge World
okay.
will um selectively share data with each other.
Got it. Okay. Um then yeah, I
So
guess
it's up to you
without
what you want.
saying
It's up to you
yeah,
what you want to
sorry.
share.
I get it now. Yeah, I guess all I would say is that um I mean I just say what my homeworld is, which would be where my Forge World is, where my Adeptus Mechanicus is Sinford.
Okay.
So I'm from Sinford in the biological division.
Ah, that is useful information. Your designation?
Sinford?
Your name?
Oh, Isaac Gun3.
Come through. Thank you.
You're
And
very
thank you
welcome.
for not destroying my servitor.
Yes, I know how priceless these are. um,
Indeed.
I was gonna try and bring it back, but I didn't know how to reprogram it. So, yeah,
That is
yeah,
possibly because I am very good at writing code.
I very appreciate your code writing. It was very impressive looking at that.
Thank you.
And
I
yeah,
think. I need to make repairs to the entranceway of my sanctum. these upstarts decided it did quite a number on it before I was able to ignite the services of my servitor.
Would you like my
You
help, or would you like me to work on another area?
I will be fine, thank you. I have plenty of my own servitors and lower adepts to help me.
Okay. I'm gonna go see if I can fix that bike then. And then
Yeah,
it'll help
no
me
worries.
get to... Yeah.
Before you go,
Mm?
what is an adept like you doing on a transport ship like this?
I don't know how I'd word this because it's technically political information.
Ah, yes. The Great Mechanicus and its political dealings.
How good is their sense?
I wish it was easier.
I do as well. Adept Isaac Guthrie, I thank you for your assistance and your time and your service.
I thank you, and I thank you as well. I don't know what for, but obviously you're here for a reason. I don't know what to say.
I'm simply
I'm
here to
nervous.
do my service.
Yeah. Okay. And then I give the sign.
They also give the sign. They also give the sign of the cog, and bow respectively back to you. And then switch to. So where were we in our conversation? Towards the sergeant. The sergeant. Well, we're just discussing about what you needed in terms of guarding. I do not need guarding. I have my servitors here. Well, clearly that didn't really help too much because it wasn't up to this. And then they start talking as you head off back to the guest quarters.
I'll go back to the guest quarters, but I'm grabbing the bike.
Sure. Right.
Because this is
The
not
bike is
mine.
mangled.
Yep.
The bike is absolutely mangled. It got rode over by a servitor.
Oh.
Basically, it got
Yeah,
rode over by
true.
basically a mini tank. So it's mangled.
Alright. I see another one and I just toss mine aside and grab a second.
Sure. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Hi, are you
Just
also
like-
heading back to the guest quarters? Or are you heading somewhere else?
I believe I was heading to the infirmary.
Ah, yes, you were. Yes, you were. You have the option of two different infirmaries. You have the one that is used for guests who may or may not get injured, or you have the one that the ship uses. Which one would you like to go to?
If I don't know where the military infirmary is, then I guess I'll use the general infirmary.
Sure, that's fine. Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we've been away from you for a little bit. What have you been
Yep.
up to while these two have been getting themselves accommodated with the locals?
Well, knowing that everything is now kind of safe and good, I will turn to probably, I already forgot his name, but the guard
Tobias?
that came in. Yeah. And it was like, could you escort me to the Medicaid? And please, if you can, get Isaac over here.
He looks down at you. Yeah, absolutely. You look not exactly good for wear. All right, follow me. And he leads you. He leads you through the door that seems to be now the main thoroughfare in and out of the guest quarters from anybody else who is not a guest. But instead of sort of immediately leading you back down familiar pathways that you don't want to be going down, he immediately turns off that path and heads further upwards, up through up in a vertical direction through the ship. And you very quickly arrive at the ship's Medicaid facilities, where you see the Medicaid's. Well, it's overrun. There are a lot of people here on beds and gurneys all over the place. A lot of,
Is
a
there
lot
an
of injured
open
people.
bed?
A lot of injured people here right now.
Is there an open bed?
Nope.
Oh.
And as you walk in, the overworked Medicaid doctors here, one of them looks across and goes, "Just take a seat. Take a seat over there. We'll come to you in a moment." And just points to a free stool.
Okay. No, that'll be fine. I can actually just go back to my room. I can get medical treatment elsewhere. I definitely will need Isaac though. Now.
The individual looks across at you. "No, you are staying put. Sit." And
They
you
remember him
collapse
from
down
before.
onto a chair.
Her. Sorry, her.
Yeah, she'll begrudgingly listen because she's not in any kind of position to to argue with a doctor.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. And you do.
Especially considering the stunt she pulled.
Oh god, yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah. And with that, you will end up in your various spaces to heal, relax, try and recuperate what fatigue you can after this very tense and stressful time, which you all managed to get out of.
Yeah.
In some pits, some with more injuries than others, some with injuries that are not visible.
Some with no injuries at all.
Yeah,
Well done.
some that are completely unscathed.
That is, if you hadn't guessed, that is going to be the end of the stream today. But
Yeah.
I will be back tomorrow with my anniversary stream, a 12-hour anniversary stream from 10 a.m. Central European Summertime right the way through to 10 p.m. A whole bunch of stuffs. Portal 1 or 2. Not sure which one I'm going to do yet, but might do both if I end up doing really well on that. As well as King of the Castle. There will be some Dungeons and Dragons, my homebrew. Cthulhu-inspired game that's going to be happening at 6 p.m. Central European Summertime, as well as also maybe some Phasmophobia. I recently also came across a really fun game that I didn't think I would really enjoy, but I really do enjoy it. It's called Speed Freaks. It is a it's an MMO. It's an MMO. I don't like MMOs. I am not somebody that likes that kind of thing, but I fucking love this game. It is hilarious. So I might even play that instead of Phasmophobia. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But pop by to say hi, and that'll be for tomorrow. Yeah. Memorable moments, guys.
Oh, it's gotta be
anything in particular that stood out.
It's gotta be Isaac and High versus the Sentry Bot.
Yeah, freaking running away from it and being like, bad day, bad day, bad day.
That was actually a lot of fun.
Definitely avoiding the ass blaster, the Robo ass blaster 3000 was definitely awesome.
Yeah.
My favorite part was freaking Lily and Adriana just passing out when we got out of the warp. And I'm just like, oh shit. And then I'm like, when I noticed they're okay, just unconscious, I'm like, all right, they're good. And then I just left them in their beds.
Yeah, you literally just like, oh, they're okay, they're okay. Oh, they're unconscious. Ah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did enjoy Lily's conversation with the other person who had enough shit for the day.
Yeah, it's been a rough time for everybody on the boat. So yeah, it's not surprising. But yeah, with that, we're gonna go raid somebody, and we're gonna raid Jimmy the Brush. They are an awesome painter. They do painting streams, generally of Warhammer stuff, but they also do a whole bunch of other stuff as well. And they're a lovely couple. They are. They're a really really lovely couple and very entertaining. So head over there, give some loves, likes, hugs, hugs, follows, all that wonderful stuff. I know you guys are capable of. As I said, I'll be back tomorrow with my anniversary stream. So pop in, say hi, even if it's just for a brief amount of time. And you might catch me screaming and yelling at the screen at the screen if I'm playing Phasmophobia. I may play it, I may not, or I may play it and go and then run away like a scared child. That's literally what I'm like in those games. Guys, take care of yourselves though. Love yourselves. Or give yourselves big hugs. Give your loved ones big hugs. That's what I wanted to say. And we'll see you again soon.
Oh,
Bye.
see ya.
Bye.